and as you can see, it's also I think this is very clever on G5. None of these units are affected by Dark Swarm. We'll see basically excuse me, if Incontrol decides to maybe go Plague, but probably not. He's probably just going to rely on the Ultralisk Ling combo. But really, to do that, I think, again, he should expand one more time to kind of keep that push up. And it looks like G5 is going to expand one more time. Incontrol did see it. He lost his Zergling just prior to this, so going to basically secure his expansion. And he's going to move out with this large force right now and engage a little bit of a group of Zerglings managed to squeeze through there. That's going to cause G5 to pull back, and large grouping going towards the main, now pulling back. Another large grouping of Lings over here to the right, and as you can see, Incontrol doing his kind of standard tactic. He's trying to split his forces, maybe try to pull around, and that's what's keeping G5 back at the moment. G5 has a large attack force, but he's a little bit worried about this expansion. He's a little bit worried about his main. I don't think he thinks that the basically if you pull, and wow, I like that pylons blocking the cannons, and also that Templar to deal with any sort of large brute force attack. A Ling coming down just to kind of spot what size force this is, and a bunch of cannons going down to defend this area right here. A couple Lings right here, or I'm sorry, a couple Scourges right here, probably going to get Psystormed or attacked by this Archon in just a moment. And wow, here comes a large attack from Incontrol. He has a ton of Ultralisks, a ton of Lings pushing down here and going after this expansion. Let's see if, and just wow, Lings coming from both directions, sandwiching this group in. Psystorm going off everywhere. And it looks like Incontrol is going to come out. Oh man, so much Psystorm. Beautiful Psystorms did manage to take out a large grouping of those Ultralisks, and more reinforcements coming in. And let's see basically if these Ultralisks have enough to take out these cannons and take out this expansion before G5 can reinforce. G5 does have some observers, so we can see the reinforcements pulling down. It looks like Incontrol is going to be able to take this expansion out, and more forces coming down. As you can see, a couple Archons still around, a couple Zealots now gathering up, ready to push out. So Incontrol did manage to deny another expansion, but really, again, I feel like Incontrol actually doing okay for resources at the front of his map, but I feel like he could expand one more time again to get that gas that he needs, just to keep pumping these Ultralisks while he has the advantage. He kind of has G5 pinned in again. G5, wow, just absolutely pumping the Zealots now, just building a ton of Zealots, a ton of Archons. Let's see how he's doing upgrade-wise. He's got both forges. He's going for both the ground and shield upgrades. Level 1 shield now, and another group pushing in. And as you can see, that Templar Psystorming, but just a little bit overwhelming here. I think this is going to be fought off. But the question is and as you can see, yeah, Incontrol going to start falling back now. But the question is, and that Ultralisk getting caught out in the open there. But the question is will Incontrol be able to quickly? I mean, he does have a decent amount of hatcheries down. He's got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, and 6 over here. And the question, I feel like that's too few at this point, especially considering, I mean, just the amount of gateways that G5 has. He definitely has a production advantage, but kind of the resource advantage, I think, kind of in Incontrol's favor. I'm surprised Incontrol still hasn't expanded, and this Dark Templar doing a little bit of scouting out. I think he was looking basically to see if there's another expansion of basically to scout out an expansion of his own. Looks like he's going to come back and try to take this easily. It's easier to defend this expansion. More cannons going up. That was successful for him. Let's see if he puts another Templar in the lines there. That was a brilliant defense, I think. And as you can see, all these Ultralisks coming up to this corner, taking out that going to take out that Dark Templar there. Let's see if that wakes Incontrol up. And wow, Psystorm, I just missed it. Psystorm going off all over this expansion right here, killing a lot of drones, and this Archon summoning in. And I don't know if it's going to be in time before these Ultralisks come and just swat all over it. And another probe coming out. Looks like Incontrol, or I'm sorry, G5 thinking about taking expansions, or at least distracting. And I like this Overlord placement. As you can see kind of on the minimap, Overlords absolutely, or I'm sorry, Observers, sorry, Overlords absolutely everywhere, and looks like this probe a little bit camped out. And now another attack coming down the bottom left-hand corner. This defender expansion is split force. This force in the meantime going for G5's main, so G5 having to pull those forces back. And this absolutely huge force of Ultralisks, basically drawing the forces out. Psystorm going off everywhere, though. Again, in G5, I think G5 is going to come out. He just has so many Archons here, and he's reinforcing. He just has a whole lot of gateways up. So yeah, as you can see, the forces of Incontrol just being whittled away there, and a large, looks like a decent regrouping, though. I'm not sure if it's large enough. Still a ton of Archons up, and I'm not sure if Incontrol really has an answer for it. And now basically going to run out and see if he can just bash down this Nexus before basically units die, and he does manage to get it down. Brilliant maneuver by Incontrol, and Archon's in the meantime going to try to clean up what's left out there. And wow, Incontrol doing a brilliant job denying resources. As you can see, absolutely no resources left for G5 in his main, none left in his secondary. He does have this expansion right here that is semi well defended, so G5 really needs to expand right now. Has this large force of Archons and Zealots. I think he's just going to push up with this. I don't think it's going to be successful right on kind of the supply and resource line. We'll see though. And these Zerglings and Ultralists just pushing down a decent amount of upgrades on both sides, and this is going to be an absolute fist fight. And wow, and you can just hear a beautiful Sidestorm there taking out a lot, and it looks like G5 coming out a little bit ahead, just doing a good job of grouping his Archons and using the splash damage. So coming out ahead, and now he's going to start pushing into. I did not expect him to come ahead in that, so a decent amount of micromanagement there. I think he just had a little bit, basically more Archons than Ultralists there. Zerglings now being produced, and Incontrol in a bit of trouble here, trying to basically pull back. And this is going to, if G5 can basically press this attack home, that could be it, even though Incontrol definitely ahead as far as resources. And Incontrol calls GG right there. Wow, that was absolutely stunning. So G5 coming out with the victory, even though he was kind of on dire straits as far as the resources went. Looks like he did manage to get that expansion kind of in this corner here. But G5 beating Incontrol, very fantastic match. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. This has been another English commentary by Diggity. I'll see you guys later.